Hello everyone, welcome back to Naomi's Bookshelf. So today we are doing the very first video of the Agatha Christie readathon, which is the Christie's Missing readathon. I wanted to do this, a lot of Agatha Christie videos for this 11-day readathon, mostly just in honor of Agatha Christie, but also to highlight the Agatha Christie books and videos I wanted to make, and also the Agatha Christie tags I wanted to do. So this video I actually was tagged for by two people. So I was tagged by Red Dot Reads, Nikki tagged me. I was also tagged by the Personal Cozy Project 2021 for this as well. So I'm happy to do this tag for two tags, but also I was really wanting to do it for this particular readathon. So let's get into it. This was created by Alice and the Giant Bookshelf, and I will also link her video down below along with the two other creators I mentioned. So I will be reading the questions off as I think she brilliantly wrote the questions. So bear with me as I read them. So the first question is, Hercule Poirot is a detective who is extremely proud of his achievements. In The Mystery of the Blue Train, he announces, my name is Hercule Poirot and I'm probably the greatest detective in the world. If not Poirot, who is your favorite detective? And I don't know if he is my favorite detective. I honestly don't know if I have a favorite detective. So that seems a little strange for me to be saying as an Agatha Christie lover and all that, but I have to say my favorite Agatha Christie books aren't her Poirot and Marple books. I know. I love her independent novels the best, but I think Poirot is a great detective. I really have grown to love him over 2020 and 2021. I think he's grown on me immensely. So I have grown to love him more. I started off not loving as much, but now I don't know if he's my favorite detective. I do really love Ian Rutledge from the Charles Todd series, but at the same time, I don't know if he's my favorite detective. I'm not so much of a character-driven person. I love a good plot. So I will go with Hercule Poirot for now. How about that? But I actually will say that my favorite detective of Agatha Christie's is Superintendent Battle. So maybe I'll go with that one instead. The next question is, Hercule Poirot famously uses his little gray cells to solve cases. Have you ever solved an Agatha Christie case? And if so, which one? I actually solved Crooked House, which I was very proud of myself. And I was like, that's my first one I ever solved. But aside from that, I haven't really solved too many, and I'm okay with that. I like, just being surprised every time. And there are some times where I get some of the information correct, but most of the time I just like reading the book for the sake of reading the book, and I don't like trying to solve it. I really do enjoy just reading Christie and letting her surprise me. And then when I reread the book, I like to see all the clues. So I'm not someone who likes to try to figure out Christie's work, but I did figure out Crooked House. Question number 3 is, The Mysterious Affair at Styles is the introduction to Hercule Poirot. Recommend the first book in the series where you meet one of your favorite characters. And I'm not much of a series reader. I like a lot of standalones, but I would probably say Tessa Afshar's kind of little companion books where she introduces us to many characters. And I personally love Theo, and he's in several books. He's in The Thief of Corinth, and then he's in Daughter of Rome, and then he's in Daughter of the Nile. No, that's not the name of the book. Jewel of the Nile. So he was officially first in The Thief of Corinth. So that will be my first answer. I love Theo, but it's not a mystery book, but oh well, I'm not much of a series reader, sorry. The next question is Murder on the Orient Express. Agatha Christie wrote several Poirot books set on different types of transport. What's your favorite mystery set on a train, boat, or plane? I really love Death in the Air, or Death on the Clouds. I think it's Death on the Clouds is the current title, or the more modern renaming of it. So I really loved that one. I loved how it was wrapped up. I was kind of on the right trail of reading that book. So I think that's a really great, clever one of hers. And I love how Hercule Poirot was like, I'm a suspect too. I was on the plane. So I really enjoyed that one as well. I think that that was quite clever, and that's on a plane, so I'm gonna say Death in the Clouds. Question number 6 is the ABC Murders. The ABC Murders features a killer working their way through the alphabetical list of victims. Name or recommend a mystery featuring a serial killer. So I'm gonna go with The Unwanted Guest or An Unwanted Guest by Sherry Lapina. So this one, it follows a group of people who are stuck at a hotel, and then a bunch of them start dying. And I loved the twist at the end. And so I can't tell you obviously, but the twist at the end just, ooh, it was so good. And I was on the right trail for that book, but at the same time, it was like that twist at the end was just like, ooh, you got me good. So I really enjoyed how that one worked, and that was quite a cold book feeling. It was just so atmospheric, and I read it, I remember in May, and it felt like it was winter based on the way the book was written, and I just felt like it was winter time. So really great one. The next question is Dumb Witness. Bob the dog helps Poirot's investigation in this one. Can you recommend a book where an animal helps solve the case? And I don't think I can. I'm racking my brain trying to figure out one that I can recommend, and I can't think of a single one where the animal or where an animal helped. So no, I can't recommend one. But that's a good question for you in the comments. Can you recommend me a mystery where animals are very prominent in helping this one out? Five Little Pigs is the next one. It says Five Little Pigs, also adapted as a play called Go Back for Murder, which I've actually seen, and it was pretty well done. Poirot solved several cases in his time that have been closed for years. Which is your favorite cold case, Poirot? So for this one, I don't have many that I've read. I've read Five Little Pigs, and I have also read Sad Cypress, which isn't a very old cold case. That's the one where like they're at trial. So for those two ones, I have to say that my favorite of the two is Sad Cypress. So I love that one. It's kind of a coldish case where they're like, oh, we've solved it, it's all done. But I really enjoy that one a lot. However, I did also really enjoy Five Little Pigs. That mystery and that setup is really well done. So yeah. Next question is Dead Man's Folly. Dead Man's Folly is famously set at Agatha Christie's own holiday home, which is Greenway. What is your favorite murder mystery setting? And I just love anything that is isolated. I love anything where people can't leave, and so therefore it's a trapped environment. And typically that means the weather has played an important role. So I find that I actually really enjoy like the cold weather environments where that means that like an avalanche has hit or something where they cannot leave, or whether they're on the water or something and you have a very small list of people. That's probably why I love Agatha Christie so much. She's so good at putting you in that narrow box of there's only 5 suspects or there's only this many suspects and you have to figure out which one it is. I love having that limited people because there's no way out. And I don't really care what the setting is, but normally weather plays a part in that. So yeah. Even in like non-Agatha Christie mysteries, I really look for a closed circuit mystery for some reason. Those are buzzwords for me. The next question is, do you have a favorite Poirot mystery? This is tough. I have some 5-star Poirot mysteries. I have several 5-star Poirot mysteries. And I have to say that on the reread quality of it and how much I have enjoyed it, I'm gonna go with... Oh, is it too predictable to say Murder on the Orient Express? I feel like it's too predictable. It's a tie, okay? Murder on the Orient Express, I can read over and over and over again. Okay. Death on the Nile, though, is one I really, truly love with all of my heart. I think that's amazing. I think it's so genius the way it's drawn out, and I love how much time we get with all of the characters before murder ever happens. And then I really need to reread Lord Edward Dies because it made such an impact on me. Such a good one, and I feel like that could be an all-time favorite if I were to reread it. So it's a 3-way tie. I'm calling it a 3-way tie. I'm sorry. That's the way I'm going with it this time. So the final question is, how many Poirot books have you read? Now for this question, I actually did count in advance and I've read 22 Poirot novels. I've read several short stories of his, but I haven't read many short story collections of his. I don't think I've read any complete collections. I have read 13 for Luck, which is a collection of his and Miss Marple books. So not a complete collection of Poirot only. So I've read half of the novels of Poirot. So that's not bad. And I'm working my way through all of Agatha Christie's works in total. So I'm going to be happy with that. And I am going to be content for now. I am content to keep working my way through all of his books. And one day I will get there to the end. And I really have been enjoying my journey of working my way through Poirot and falling more in love with his quirks and his unique aspects. So that will be it for this tag. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for joining me on this journey of Agatha Christie adventures. I will be talking a lot about my Agatha Christie love for the next week and a half, 2 weeks. So for the next 2 weeks, you can expect to see from me my Agatha Christie rankings for the year, my Agatha Christie reviews for the next 3 books that I have read. You'll also see a vlog coming out from me of the Agatha Christie books I'm reading for the Agatha Christie's Missing Readathon. And I hopefully will have, I will have the Murder on the Orient Express tag coming out next. So you'll have all of these Agatha Christie related videos coming out very soon. So if you enjoy Agatha Christie content, please subscribe. You can also join in on reading Agatha Christie books with us for the Christie's Missing Readathon. I will link my announcement down below and in the cards if you would like to join us. And please leave a comment down below. What's your favorite Poirot novel? Or what's an animal helping a murder mystery book that you've read? That didn't sound right. What's a book that has an animal helping solve a murder? There we go. Anyways, I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.